fam. About to go to the movies. A little date night, weeknight, middle of the weeknight, date night.
Date night.
Yeah.
Date afternoon.
Got on my hoodie. It's be cold in the movie theater.
You know us old folks, boy, we have to layer up. No matter what degrees it is, when you get old, you have to layer up.
What's the name of the movie?
We're going to see a horror film, so they say. Weapons.
He said it was scary. I'll tell y'all about it later. I'll talk to you then. Peace. At the movies.
And by putting youth prevention programs first, from seeking help to learning about the risks, there's always something you can
We
do.
went to Culver to get fish sandwiches and onion rings, and we have our water.
Now we're going behind the screen of an upcoming film.
And I know he's not
Our
thought of as a
fish
comedy
sandwiches, our bottled water from Sprouts.
guy,
We're ready to watch our movie. And got on my oversized, what do you call these, cargo pants. Movie theater's empty so far. I'm sure people are coming. I just hope they don't come up here messing with us.
You can sit back in your seat, just laugh. It's game time. Scan the QR code anytime during the show to play trivia. Let the games begin.
Okay guys, I'll be back. Good morning fam. I hope everyone is well. Out here this morning running errands once again and having breakfast with the Mr. with the hubster. Let me show you what I'm eating this morning. This is chicken chipotle hash with eggs and avocado. This is a carrot cake pecan pancake. Hubby got pumpkin pancake, fried egg, and chicken sausage with coffee. So do I, my coffee. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I hope everyone is safe. And I'll be back. Let me eat my breakfast. And I'll see you later. Peace.
he's standing here so
What's good, fam? Hubby and I are coming to you today to discuss the movie Weapons, yeah. Weapons, plural. I just saw a fly. It drives me nuts.
You saw a fly?
Yeah, they're very disrespectful, so hold on to your straw and cup. Just want to talk to you. My husband is like the movie connoisseur, the movie critiquer, the more knowledgeable, and he went to school for it. He didn't pursue it, but he went to school for it. So he sees movies and comedies and anything visual on television. He sees things from a director's point of view, in my opinion. I see things from an outsider just merely looking in. You know, I am, at one time, and I just realized that I was terrible. I only watched movies with people of color in it. You know, I just felt I owed that to our people. Like, I can't keep, watching, somebody's calling me. It always throws me off from my glasses. I'm sorry. I always felt that I was supportive while watching people of color. I feel that it's not enough of us out there. So it was always important to me to support, whatever movie that a person of color is in. It was important for me to watch. This movie we saw yesterday had really no people of color in it, right? I think I saw a little black boy within the group of kids. And that kind of bothered me as well, but it was okay. You know, that's date night for hubby and I. That was a new movie that was out, and you know, he talked about seeing him and my son. So I was like, you know, since date night is usually a evening movie, let's go and see that. So, honey, you want to talk about a little bit of your take on the movie? What did you get from the movie?
Well, okay, so Weapons, if you're not familiar, it's a thriller, I guess, / horror movie. It's about, it's with Josh Brolin and Julia Garner, I believe. Those are the two main stars in the movie. But basically, Weapons is when the small town, kids within the small town just vanishes one night or one early morning, and the town basically is blaming the teacher, which is Julia Garner. I forgot her name, her character in the movie. Anyway, to me, it was basically just something to watch. I could nowadays, I can enjoy movies more better at home, especially movies like this. Yeah. Even these so-called blockbuster movies that they have out with the MCU, these superhero movies, they just don't do anything for me. But anyway, Weapons was a decent movie for what it was. There is some meaning, I'm sure, of it behind it. I didn't really get to really dissect it the way I wanted to. I probably got to see it again, but basically these kids vanish. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, but the kids vanish, and then that's where the plot of the movie begins, to figure out why they vanished and what was the cause of it. But it was good. It had me on my toes. I mean, we saw it in one of those dining theaters where the seats reclined back, so my wife and Jerry and I was super relaxed, and so the times where there was intense scenes, I did jump a little bit, you know, something like that. Mm-hmm. Not because I was scared, because it was loud in the theater. She thinks because I was scared, but it wasn't.
It takes a lot for me to jump. It really does. I have to kind of tone deaf you out and be in my own zone in order for someone to scare me. You know, like the other day, I was doing something and I was really into myself, and my husband just appeared out of nowhere, and he scared the bejesus out of me. You know, that type of deal. Like when I'm watching movies that are thrillers and murder movies and stuff, it really doesn't shake me. I really don't get scared, like from a hard thud or somebody getting shot, or you hear a rapid gunshots and stuff like that. That doesn't scare me. When you're in my space and I just feel that I'm the only one in that space and you just come from out of nowhere, that shit scares me. Like if you're walking up a flight of stairs and a stranger just randomly comes behind you, you didn't even hear him coming, that shit scares me. And you know, usually when I'm scared, I'm usually ready to fight you. You know, because now you done took the fear out of my soul and I don't know how to react from it. But usually I don't allow movies and pictures, because you always know that something is coming behind the door. Something is coming. So I don't really get scared that much. And also I always watch a lot of the ID channel and true crime pictures and stuff. And it takes a lot to make me nervous or jump behind certain things. But that movie, I'm like my husband said, I'm not gonna give away the movie. I want you guys to see it. You can take a lot from it. You know, it was about kids, and they say it's a true story, but I don't see how.
Well, it wasn't really a true story. It's not directly a true story, but basically they took inspiration from true events over different, different stories that acquired it. So it basically probably drew inspiration from missing kids, missing children, and derived their own plot around it, their own inspiration. That's why it was so far-fetched in certain things.
But there was like voodoo in it. And
yeah,
witchcraft, and I could think of a lot of things behind that, and I almost kind of got, we can control kids by a drop of a hair. We can really control kids by the drop of a hair, and we as parents tend to be, some of us are hard on our kids, and some of us just let our kids do what the hell they want to do. They control the narrative instead of us controlling the narrative. And I kind of got, whoever this person was made it seem like she can control the narrative. The narrative meaning the children. She can control the minds of the parents by the drop of a hair.
Exactly.
That's kind of how I got it.
Exactly, but again, so when you say that, and you look at the movie, and you say, no, she can control. Well, again, I don't want to give the total what's going on in the theater. If you keep on, you're going to tell them.
Right.
But basically, Jerry just said that this character, she felt that kids and adults could be controlled by the drop of a hair. Okay, so stay on the word hair. Hair is just a metaphor now in this movie. But you bring it back to life, and you think about what's going on in the world today, and what's really going on in the world today, who's taken over is the politics of the world. Only because it's really transparent now since Trump came in. But you think about people of today that's doing insane stuff. We just go back to where Trump went in office, and you had people breaking down Teslas and people just running up on protesters and beating them down and stuff. All of this is coming from the words of the media. So this lets you know
fake news.
Oh, your fake news. So this lets you know how powerful words are, and how easy the population could get manipulated. And when you see this movie, you're going to grab from that. And that's why I got into it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this reminds me what's going on with the politics, where Trump say one thing, he means one thing, but the media twist you and make you believe he means something else. And then the public reacts on it, cursing out people in the street,
accusing,
looting stores, doing all crazy stuff just because y'all think today's you think the administration of today is doing something bad to the population without doing your research and stuff. And that's how easily the public could get twisted and get sidetracked of what's really going on. So that's what I got from this movie. Maybe that's not what it was meant out to be, but it's all about manipulation. It's all about control.
Absolutely.
And that's the way this world works. This world, the reason why the far left is going so hard on whatever they're going, I don't want to get in too deep, but whatever their thing is that they want to push out, they go so hard on it, because at the end of the rainbow, their ultimate prize is control. The ultimate goal is to have more people vote Democrat so they can get their democratic policies through, and it never benefits the public. It never benefits the American people. That's my take on it, and that's what I grabbed from this movie. Not so much deep into politics ways, but as far as the word control is, that's basically what this movie's all about. It's just taking control. However it spun its narrative in the movie, it's all about control.
And it seems like the control starts from the kids. It's trying. I almost get the impression that it's trying to kind of manipulate the mind of the parent, of the adult, to change the mind or control the kid. Well, it has to start from somewhere.
Well, again, the name of the movie is called Weapons. So think about that. Wife said that the control is taking over the minds of the children and the parents, and the name of the movie is Weapons. So that is the movie, and that's in the movie in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. She's taking control of them and turning the parents and the kids into weapons. Mm-hmm. That's it. And again, think about the politics side of the way the world is. The way the media directs you to do, telling you Trump is Satan, Trump is this, and that, and the public goes out there and tear up the streets. Mm-hmm. Because now the media, because of their words, because of the politicians in Congress that doesn't like Trump, tells you it's one thing, and then the public goes out and go crazy. You're being used as a weapon. Mm-hmm. Or everybody's being used. Everybody's being used. And it's nothing but words that's controlling you guys. Instead of people just saying, listen, I understand this person said we should do this, but let me do my research. Right. Let me read up. Let me really just figure out what's the right thing to do and from what's the wrong thing to do. Right. And this movie explains it. I mean, not explains it, but this movie is exactly the take I got from it as far as control, and you'll see why it's called Weapons. Right. That's it.
It's the subliminals, that get me. When I watch movies, I tend to dissect and figure out why this was this way, why that was that way. And that was the only take that I got from it. A type of, we can kind of sit the parent down and control the kid. It stems from the kid because now the parent is an adult, right? So it's kind of too late to brainwash them. So let's start from the kids, right? Let's control the kids because that's where the future starts, from the kid, right? So, once we got that under control, or we got everything under control, that's what I got. I tried to look at movies from a today's standpoint, not from 20 years ago, not from 30 years ago, because life was a lot different back then. But I look at movies as a way of thinking of the now, But we don't want to give too much of the movie away. Actually, we really didn't give much of the movie away. We just given our input on what we saw and how we kind of took it. But that was basically it. I would say, if you want to get a little jolt off your seat in the movie theater, I'll go see Weapons. I mean, it wasn't, it's not a Friday the 13th kind of deal.
I mean, nothing will ever be Friday the 13th. Nothing will ever be, as far as I'm concerned, the only movie that really still put chills in my brain, in my soul, is The Exorcist, the original Exorcist. Really? And The Omen, the original Omen. Mm-hmm. Those actually still put chills in my bones. Now, as far as thriller, because thriller is different from horror, but as far as thriller, I think one of the best thrillers I've seen, and I'm just thinking I can't even say this movie, but there's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. But as far as really having,
that sticks out for right now.
The one that really scares me is The Exorcist and The Omen. I used to really look at these things and said, and they tried to redo them, and they just didn't give it any justice. The remakes of both of them, never gave it justice. But the original ones, it really put chills in my spine growing up.
Yeah, but The Exorcist was like my first.
But the horror films now, even those can't be really Texas Chainsaw, Friday 13th. Mm-hmm. But let's really talk about horror. And I think we always talk about Jason and Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. But what's the movie that we keep talking about how the third installment never did any justice? The Scarecrow.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers by far has to be the best. If there's a top 5 of horror movies to date, I think Jeepers Creepers should be in the top 5.
I think so too.
And if you never saw Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, you need to go see it.
Don't see 3. It was whack.
Yeah, don't see 3. I don't even
Worse.
think you probably could see 3 on. You probably see 3 on somewhere like Temu. I mean, not Temu, on Tubi or something like that. But if you never saw Jeepers Creepers, see Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, and then y'all come back to her channel or Jerry's channel. Just tell you exactly what y'all think about that as far as horror. That is true. That is real horror movie, and it was done very, very, very good.
Right.
You know, because it had a great storyline. They actually, that's the type of movie they could have really stretched it to a nice 3rd installment.
Right.
To give more in depth about the actual
A better
character.
3rd installment, because there's a 3rd one, but it's
A
horrible.
better 3rd installment, right? Because it didn't have nothing to do with the first 2, as far as I'm concerned.
And just like Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the
Spike
Hood is
Lee.
another. Yeah, Tales from the Hood with Spike Lee. I think he should have continued that as well.
He could have continued it, but it's also a movie that really can't be touched. And if it's touched, it's got to be touched by Spike Lee. Like, nobody else can come behind Spike Lee and reenact what he put forth.
The Tales from the Hood. It's for me. It's a hood version of Creepshow.
Right.
And it was done really good. I think Tales from the Hood. But Spike Lee can't get all the accolades from it because each episode had different producers.
Right, but he still touched it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He still had his input and he touched it.
Yeah, because the other installments was corny.
Because the other, right,
2,
and it had
3,
nothing to
and
do
4.
with Spike Lee.
Yeah, it had nothing to do
It
with
had
Spike.
nothing to do with Spike Lee. I guess he said it was okay and it is what it is, but he didn't touch it.
Actually, he was the producer of it. He wasn't the director. He was the producer of it. But anyway,
It's a difference.
Tales of the Hood is a classic too. But anyway, Weapons. Go see Weapons. If you don't know who Julia Garner is, she's famous from that Netflix show.
I forgot the name of that Netflix show.
She's all over the place right now. She actually just came out with the Wolfman movie. She was in that Wolfman movie with her sibling. Another horror movie that I think went to put. You know, they just don't make horror movies the way they should be anymore. I don't know if it has anything to do with the way the climate of the world is. You know, they don't like. I don't know.
The world is over. Like, we'll never get, I don't think we'll ever get to see another good horror movie unless somebody put their 100% into it.
Yeah,
you know, like life 100% into it.
Because, you know, you can't have a horror movie and then have it PG-13. I don't understand that. That's not a horror movie to me. That's just a thriller. That's just a thriller. Yeah, so that's Weapons in a nutshell. And if you know, so again, it's a horror movie. I think it could have been more horrifying. It was more of a thriller to me. So if you want to go check it out, it's something decent. It is decent to watch.
And AMC has half price days,
Tuesdays and
Wednesdays, whatever the ticket costs, the regular price, it's half of that.
Yeah.
So hubby and I can go to the movies on $20.
Yeah.
Like, we can eat before we leave the house and just go see a movie real quick for $20 and come on back home, shower, and go to bed.
If you're an AMC member, you know how you always have these perks and stuff. So if you didn't know, it started like mid-July, for AMC. I know all the different movie theaters have their own packages, but AMC is actually keeping this until further notice, and that's 50% off Tuesdays and Wednesdays all day. It is not just early matinee; it's all day. You can buy a ticket for half price off. Both of us get tickets. We pay only $20 for, you know, when it's half off, because, you know, if you go regular price, especially into a dining theater or a Dolby, those special Dolby theaters and stuff, you're spending like $30-something, almost $40 just for 2 tickets. That's not included in food. You already know how that goes. So it's a good thing. $20 ain't bad to just to see the new movies of your liking. And on those days, movie theaters really not that crowded.
Yeah, very
so
empty.
It's a great thing if you just want to chill. Also, if you do have theaters in your area, if you're not, I don't think you should drive all the way just for a $20 discount. But
I mean, sometimes if you just want to get out the house and, you know, it's one of them days, let's go catch a movie. Let's go catch a movie. Right. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. All right? Blessings to everybody.
Weapons.
Will I be able to put my hand up and this go off? No.
This is the gag reel.
Peace. Yes, honey, please. Peace. So, fam, that was the end of our little convo about the movie Weapons. I ask that you like, comment, and subscribe, and share, please. Trying to grow on YouTube. If I just get an opportunity, that's all I need. So, I love you for free. Everybody have an amazing day. Stay safe. And I love you for free. Peace.